Because of the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank, it sent shockwaves through the banking sector. And now what you're seeing is that investors are sniffing out fragility. And that's really what happened yesterday, because when one of Credit Suisse's biggest investors said they weren't prepared to put any more money into the lender, and after the bank said material weakness had been exposed in its accounting practices, that set off this flurry of concern, which really snowballed to the extent that shares dropped by 30%. It just shows the nervousness around right now, and investors are voting with their feet and exiting positions that they think could be more risky. And that is why the Swiss National Bank has had to step in. I think we should be prepared for more bad bank news. It's a bit like the game of whack-a-mole. As fast as you sort out one problem, another one pops up, it seems, in the global banking system. However, the banking system is not believed to be at systemic risk. I think because of the financial crisis, banks built up their financial buffers much more, and there are much stricter rules. The problem is some of those rules for smaller regional banks in the US were rolled back under the Trump administration. And so that is why you're seeing more weaknesses pop up, because they haven't had to adhere to such rigorous stress tests. And that is the fear that in peripheries of the banking system, fresh problems could emerge, which then could potentially escalate. However, I do have to stress that I think the systemic risk for now, is not very great because of the situation, and also because actually depositors who feel that their money might not be safe in smaller institutions have actually been putting the money into some of the bigger banks because they feel it will be more stable. So actually that even bolsters their financial stability. What now the focus will be on is central banks and where they're going to go with fresh rate hikes. The worry is if they continue on this path of hiking rates pretty aggressively, there could be fresh nervousness and fresh fragility popping up somewhere else in the banking sector.